Hello. Hey, y'all. My name is Jackie, and welcome to my channel. I am Forever Faithful. Hope you all are well out there today. And I just wanted to talk about, basically, if you know that you have always stood out, that you never belonged, and even though that you may have had, friendships or certain types of relationships where you felt a connection, but it was like always something missing, or yeah, you're realizing that even in these relationships they're great, but it's not completely fulfilling, and that there's a lot of things that you and I go through, know that I go through, have been through, and they just don't understand, especially when it comes to spiritual things, you know, gifts and talents and abilities and, visions and dreams and astral projection and all of this. And it's just like, and it really has been on my heart for well over a week. And I think it just hit me the other day so hard. And I was like, no one will ever know or understand my pain. Even when, I can share, let's say, an experience or a story, a testimony, and I can give the details of that and what I went through mentally, physically, emotionally, but they could never feel that pain that I felt. They just can't. They just can't, because the stories itself may be enlightening, right, to them, but it still doesn't do justice. The stories doesn't do justice. The testimony doesn't do justice to the actual experience. They don't know the mental torment that we've endured. They don't know the physical pain that we endured, the physical challenges that we endured. And I know in a lot of cases that a lot of us wasn't able at some point to do what we normally would do physically. We were limited. We had challenges, right? So, but people don't know. You can tell them. You can explain to them what it's like, but they still won't know. It's kind of like just had a just had a vision of it's like a man trying to understand a male trying to understand a female and what a female goes through. She can try to explain it to him with much details as possible, but he still don't feel the pain and the ups and downs and everything that comes with it. The tangible and the intangible things, right? That comes with being a female. A man will just never understand. Same thing with us. These people will never truly understand. They don't know the type of heartache that consumed our lives for a while. And many people are there right now where you just consumed with the pain of the heartache, the heartbreak. And they don't understand that type of heartache and heartbreak where it just completely consumes you, right? They don't know. They don't understand the sleepless nights. They don't understand the zombie-like days. They don't understand the restlessness, even though you are so tired and exhausted. They don't understand the reoccurring thoughts of the things that happen, the things that were said, the things that were done to us, and how those emotions to those people or those experiences, how it it keeps reoccurring in our mind, and it's kind of like we keep replaying over and over and over. And then we ask the questions like why, when, how, what, trying to make sense of it all. And no one could possibly understand how tired and exhausted and drained you become from this journey, from fighting the spiritual battles, from fighting. Truly, they don't know. What I know is that people who have not truly experienced spiritual warfare, been in spiritual battles, they will never truly understand what we go through, what we've been through. Mentally, they couldn't hang. Physically, they would have given up years ago. Emotionally, some of them would have had probably a breakdown by now, or even worse. So I know that it's truly only for the strong, but I also know that no one would ever understand my pain and in this journey that I'm on. And even with all the other worldly experiences, supernatural experiences, or whatever, they just can't even grasp what I'm saying, what I've been experiencing, what just happened to me last night. They can't. They become very silent or don't even know what to say, really just like, oh, okay. And so it's no give and take. They listen, but they don't know what to do with that information. They don't know. So it really just hit me like a ton of bricks. It's like, no, like for real. Like, Jackie, you are it. This is it. You're rare. There are very few people like you around who think the way that you do, that have had similar experiences. They're so far few in between. Like, seriously, it's just me. So what I realize is that I have to stop expecting. I think that has something to do with me expecting people to know or to understand or, sympathize with me, but they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue what it's like to be attacked mentally or physically or emotionally. They don't know what it's like to be attacked from something that is unseen with the naked eye. They don't know a lot of times what it's like to be attacked by the people you love the most. And for one thing after another to happen by the people that claim to love you too. They don't know. So I don't expect anyone at this point to validate anything, because they can't. Just from experience, these people can't. They just can't. I'm different. God made me differently, for a reason. And so I just remembered visiting some relatives maybe a year or two ago, and I just remember just feeling tired. Not only physically tired, but I was also just emotionally and just tapped out, tired, just tired. I was tired of the battle. I was tired of the ups and downs. I was tired of the freaking battle. I was tired of the battles. And I became vulnerable. I allowed myself to become vulnerable and to share where I was, at that time, which is I've come a long way, but I must admit I'm tired. And it wasn't just physical tiredness, it was a spiritual tiredness. Like my spirit, my soul was just tired of dealing with one thing after another. Anyway, but this person, in her way, trying to help, said, well, that life is good and everything. Yeah, I said, I'm not doubting that life isn't good. Don't get it twisted. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for a lot. But I can't deny the fact that I've been through hell, dragged through hell a couple of times, and that I'm tired. That I'm tired. And I've been leaning on myself since I was a kid. And I'm just tired. Just tired. And she says, well, something about, don't complain and da 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 and complaining ain't going. I said, I understand it doesn't help and you don't want to feed that, but then it's just like, what's the whole point of me becoming vulnerable and sharing something with someone who is not even mentally, emotionally equipped to deal with me and what I've been going through. And I realize it's like, yeah, just don't open up to the wrong people. Or don't become vulnerable with the wrong people. Especially the people that are not on the same level as you are spiritually. Because they're just not going to understand. And that short conversation let me know then it doesn't matter what I share. They're never going to really care the way that I want them to. They're not, no matter what I share, they're not going to get it. They're not going to understand, and they can't give me any type of advice or whatever. Only thing they could do is just pray. Pray for me, right? And then I'm also cautious about who's praying for me because, I want divine will, not their will to be done. Anyway, but my whole point is that no one will ever know. No one will ever understand our pain or our journey or the hurdles and the challenges that we have suffered, that we have endured mentally, physically, and emotionally. And we are here trying to heal and hoping, praying to find others like ourselves that we can, you know, fellowship with, commune with, talk to. Share. Not for it to be just one-sided, but like there's a equal give and take and understanding and respect. And that, people who don't understand this, they tend to downplay or disregard. And it's just like a lot of males. I would probably say majority of the males do that to the females. Females go through a lot every month, a lot for decades. Okay, and how they downplay, what we go through and how we feel, and and how they disregard what we're telling them, and how they dismiss what we're telling them, and how, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. They just don't have a freaking clue. And it's pointless. At a certain point, you have to realize that it's pointless of trying to get someone to understand you and your point of view and your journey when they are so far removed from it mentally. So it's like, just be okay. Like, really be okay. Just doing this alone. Being content with that, hey, there's no one like me. I'm a trailblazer. I'm here for a reason. I was created differently for a reason. I don't think the way others do for a reason. I have a bigger perspective, a different point of view than the masses. And just really settling into that energy and being okay with that. I'm pretty sure with most trailblazers that there was no one else like them. I'm pretty sure there were things that happened to them that many probably disregarded or discounted. This person, ideas, abilities, knowledge, whatever. But just being okay with that, because no one will ever understand. And eventually, new people will enter that we can connect with on a deeper, more spiritual level. And everybody else who are just not on the same page, we just have to turn the page and leave them behind. That's it. We got to keep it moving. Anyway, just know that you're not alone. It's going to be okay. And I just feel like, considering that I'm truly on this journey alone physically, I know spiritually that I have my, my posse. But it says something about, I believe, our spiritual rank in the spirit, that we will be put on this earth to be so different than the masses. And that we have a lot more protection than we are even aware of. And even though we may not know everything and exactly what's going on and why and who and where, all the details of it, but I can say for sure that we are divinely protected. We haven't gone through everything we've gone through and to still live to speak about our journey. I know I could have been dead several times. I know a lot of things could have went south many times. I know a lot of situations, spontaneous things that happened that could have completely changed my life. But I was protected, and so are you. And I think that we are probably the most protected beings on this earth. And no one's ever gonna really, truly understand us. But we'll show them. We'll show them through our works. Anyway, this turned out to be much longer than I had anticipated. But anyway, that's all I want to share. Just be encouraged and do the healing, do the work, do the writing, do the crying, do the purging, do whatever it is that is required for us to heal ourselves, to do that work, and find contentment in being so unique that no one even understands you. Anyway, till next time, take care. Bye.